Hello students, today we are going to discuss function chapter graph video number 3. Already we discussed lot of cases. Here we are going to discuss graph of y equal to fx is known. How to find out the graph of y equal to f of modulus of x. If fx is positive, then there is no change. Same graph we will get it. Whenever fx become negative, then this value of y become minus f of x. So y equal to minus fx. What is the meaning of that? Here, graph is symmetric with x-axis compared to the earlier graph. So what is happening here? If we have an x-axis and y-axis, let me draw it. So better y-axis is sufficient for this. So graph is something like this. Now wherever it is positive, there is no change. This graph is okay. This one also. But whenever there is negative case, we want to draw the graph symmetric about x-axis like this. So this is the graph of, this is the graph, let me tell you, whenever the reflection should be, we want to take it. So after that, this graph is fx is positive, but here this fx is negative. So what will happen? The graph will be the reflection about that x-axis. So graph is coming something like this. So this is the situation. So you see that red colored one is will coming instead of whenever the graph is below the x-axis. Graph is below the x-axis means the value of the fx become negative. So value of fx is negative. You should remember this is the situation. So let me tell you, the graph is something like this. This is the graph. So this graph will coming like this. This one, this is graph. Now it is the same graph. Again, it is coming something like this. This one also. This shaded one will be the graph of y equal to, so y equal to fx earlier they given. So this is the graph of y equal to fx modulus. This is happening. Now the same way we know the graph of sin x. Sin x graph, you know that y equal to sin x. Y equal to sin x. This graph is familiar to us. So y equal to sin x, let me draw it here. Something like this it is coming. You see, wherever the graph is below the x-axis, so this portion will not be there because this portion we can't take it because fx is negative. This is also, here also fx is negative. Here also fx is negative. Here also fx is negative. So whenever we are looking for y equal to modulus of sin x, y equal to mod of sin x. So what is happening here? This negative portion, so graph is below the x-axis, it will be reflected back, or we want to take the image of that part under x-axis. That I want to tell you. So it become something like this. So let me draw that one. This is, so wherever the graph is, you see where the graph is below the x-axis. So below the x-axis, what we want to take it, we want to take the reflection part. So here it is coming out the reflection part. You see something like it is coming. So y equal to mod of sin x, y value is always coming out be positive. The same way we know the graph of y equal to ln x. Here log with the base e. So y equal to ln x. So that we know that the graph is something like this. The graph is coming out be this one only. So you can see this one, this graph log x to the base c. So what is happening? The graph above the x-axis, there is no change, but below the x-axis, this portion, in case of what we are planning to do, we are going to take mode of lnx graph. Whenever mode of lnx graph, this portion is below the x-axis. We want to take the reflection about that part under x-axis. So how it is coming? You can easily see that this ln mod x, sorry, mode of lnx. So in case of mode of lnx, what is going to happen here? That portion we darkened, that we will have to take the reflection about the x-axis. So the graph is how it is coming. The graph is coming out the reflection about x-axis is, it is coming something like this. So whatever will be the portion, there is no change. Here it is no change. This is we taken the image under x-axis. This is the way we want to take the graph of y equal to modulus of ln x. Now one more case, let me tell you case, next case, let me tell you case 4. So here what we are going to do, here also the basic is we know that the graph of y equal to fx is given or it is known to us. Now how to find out the graph of modulus of y equal to f of x? You see this left hand side, this is always positive, which means right hand side also should be positive. What is the meaning of this? If fx is negative, then RHS become negative, LHS become positive. So graph is not possible in this situation. Graph is not possible. So you should remember, whenever fx becomes negative, that portion will not be there whenever we are drawing mode y equal to fx. Mode y equal to fx, that portion will not be there. Whenever fx is positive, if fx equal to positive, so this is, we want to draw the graph of y only. Y is the function. So you should remember, if you have mode y equal to 3, for example, then what is the value of y? We want to take plus 3 and minus. The same situation. Here fx is positive. So we want to draw fx graph and the reflection graph, reflection about x-axis. Minus fx, you know that we want to draw the reflection part also. So this is the way we are going to do the graph of, so what I am telling you, whenever that sin x case, if you take sin x, and what about mode fx become positive, you should remember we want to draw the graph of y equal to plus or minus fx. That is the situation. So you should remember, let me tell you what is the graph of, or y equal to sin x is given. How to find out the graph of mode y equal to sin x? This is we are going to discuss now. So as usual, of this sin x. So sin x graph is something like this. So you see the situation is like this. Mode y equal to sin x means LHS always become positive. So whenever sin x is negative, this portion below the x-axis, I am darkening that area. This portion, graph will not be there. Here graph will not be there. This is not possible. Now what is happening? Whenever, if you are looking for mode y equal to sin x, mode y equal to sin x, whenever there is graph is below the x-axis, we want to delete that portion. Now you see what is the y, if sin x is positive, we want to take plus sin x and minus sin x. This means what is the condition for this? This sin x should be positive. Whenever sin x become positive, we want to take y equal to plus or minus sin x. Let me draw one graph, or you see this is the situation. This is the situation. We will have to 0 and pi by 0 and pi. This is 0 to pi. This region, 0 to pi. This region, we are drawing the plus value and minus value. Pi to 2 pi. Pi to 2 pi. The function is, the sin x is below the x-axis, so we can't draw the graph there. Now 2 pi to 3 pi, the graph will be there. This way we want to explain. Or let me tell you, if you know the graph of x minus 1 or x plus 1 into x minus 3, what will be the graph? We know that this is the graph. It will passing through minus 1 and it will be passing through 3 also. So graph is in parabolic nature. It will be coming something like this. Now what will happen? This is the situation. You see, between minus 1 and 3, graph is below the x-axis. So as usual, this region, that below the x-axis region, we can't take that value. So you should remember, whenever a graph is below the x-axis, this portion is not possible. Now we are going to draw the graph of mod y equal to x plus 1 into x minus 3. What will be the graph for this? You see, you can see that mod of y equal to f of x. This is the situation. What is happening? Whenever the graph is below the x-axis, that portion will not be there. That portion we can't take it. Whenever it is above the, this is, let me take, this is minus 1, this is 3. Whenever it is above the x-axis, we are writing plus fx and minus fx. Minus fx is, it is the image of fx under x-axis. So here we are taking plus fx, this is our minus fx. This is the concept. You can see that this is the way we want to draw it. Now the same way you can draw the graph of ln x also. Please try. You can draw this one. Wherever it is coming positive, we can take the value plus fx and minus fx. So whenever it is become negative, we can't draw the graph there. That's all. Today's discussion. Please revise the concept, and if you're finding any type of difficulty, let me know. As usual, you can WhatsApp me also. This is my number. So thank you for watching this. For getting similar theories and similar videos, you can subscribe this also. It will help you almost every day. You will get the similar videos. Thank you very much.